What's up, everybody? Josh here with JM Junk Movers. Just finished up a few jobs. We're doing a whole bunch of maintenance to our trucks today. Getting all the oils and fuel filters changed, oil filters, air filters, all that fun stuff. Had a few jobs this morning on both the trucks, and it's 12 o'clock, so we're gonna let the trucks cool down on the oil, and then tonight, me and another guy will be coming and doing all the oil changes. We save so much money changing our own oil. It's insane. And fuel filters, air filters, like everything. So much money. And we change them often, so it makes sense. I think every time we change our oil and fuel filters on the diesel, we save like $525. And to do both of them, it takes us like 30 minutes. So it's good money. It's the balance of time and value, right? So if we can make $500 on a job in 30 minutes, that's a hell of a job. So why wouldn't I try to save that? Only makes sense, guys. Only makes sense. But I want to talk today, I wanted to talk today about all of those that have joined the industry in 2021 and 2022. Y'all got some hard things coming, man, because you're not established with your name, with the repeat business, with professionalism. I know last year the housing market was one of the reasons why a lot of junk removal companies, including my own, hit massive growth, because everybody was moving. That's our target clientele right there, for the vast majority of us. And so when the housing market is booming and everybody's moving in and out, you just have jobs falling off trees. Like it's ridiculous. Well, I've been seeing a lot of, murmurings about, things are changing. And now, fortunately, I haven't noticed a difference, but I know when I start seeing people say that, and it's supposed to be balls to the wall busy season, I know that it's changing. So I've seen it, and I wanted to bring people's attention to it that, there can be money made. You can start a business right now and still be highly profitable. But the jobs may not be as plentiful for a new guy compared to someone that's been established. Like I just landed a job right now, and in my town, and I got 10 competitors within like 15 miles, and they went with me because my reviews blow everybody else away. And the volume of reviews. So it's definitely something that only an established company can take advantage of and use as a tool. Whereas, I've had this one competitor in the same area. They started about 6-7 months after me. They have like 15 Google reviews. I got 225. And we started pretty much the same time, and so I get those jobs, and the customers that value the good reviews are the customers that I want. I don't want the customers that, don't value that. Like just today, another job, she's like, hey, I'm reaching out to you and another company, found you guys on some local Facebook pages. Just wanted to see what you would, what your estimate would be for this. And she sent me over some photos, and I give a range. And my range was like 250 to 350. And she's like, okay, the other company that I was getting a quote from quoted 125. I was like, that's absolutely fine. Definitely go with them. If anything falls through or you need a backup, don't hesitate to reach out. But there's a lot of guys that are like that, and I don't take that personal. They weren't my customer. They're gonna chase and save $150, and I don't blame them, right? It's just junk removal. There's nothing special about it. But that company is not going to be around in a year. I've seen them drop like flies, and that's the other thing. These newer companies that are charging these cheap prices when you should be charging what you should be, you guys aren't going to be in business for very long. Not in today's market. Because as soon as your truck breaks down, you're not able to repair it at $150 to $125. It's not feasible. So, I'm not worried about it, but a lot of the new guys that are thinking of entering the industry or have entered it within the last year, you might have some difficulties. This is busy season right here. This is, you're barely keeping your head above water busy season. So if you're not able to stay busy during the busy season, or you're not able to establish yourself enough, then during slow season you're gonna have nothing at all. So just something I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. Everybody sugarcoats everything. You know, we got all these junk removal guys that are on YouTube that talk about how much money they make and blah 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 blah. They don't tell you about the bullshit, about the difficulties. They don't, you know, they don't tell you everything. So I'm more raw. I keep things straight. You know, business isn't for everybody. Low entry companies or low entry industries tend to attract a lot of people that should be employees, and it's just a fact, you know. And you learn valuable lessons trying to start a business and trying to get it going. You know, the lessons can't be replaced. You'll become a better employee if it doesn't work out. That's for dang sure. I was at a job this morning, there were some movers there, and this guy was like, hey, you've been doing this for a while? I was like, yeah, 4 years. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about doing it. I was like, man, good luck. You know, I definitely advise everybody to try out their own thing. I was like, but it's not easy getting work. Everybody thinks the jobs are just there. And last year they were. I was like, but that's not a common thing. You know, you don't just, yeah, you can do local work, sure, but you still have to be able to know how to run a business and be profitable and charge right and all of that stuff. So take into account all of that stuff. You know, over the last year or so, people have seen some massive growth in this industry. I knew a lot of my growth was coming from the housing market, which was on fire last year. Well, with interest rates hitting 5.5%, 6%, and housing becoming more available, it's going to start flattening out, and less people are going to be buying and selling. On top of that, there's all this talk of recession. You see it in the stock market. You know, a lot of things are going on, and so people start pinching their pennies, and we're a luxury service. So the luxury services are the first things that go. That's landscaping, that's maid services, that's junk removal. Luxury services are the first thing people start beating up on price. They start cutting out of their budget. So just take that into account if you're thinking of starting your business. Just make sure you got a plan. You know, keep that other job until you can replace it fully. I didn't do that. I quit my job and I started junk removal, and it forced me to provide. It forced me to produce and make things happen. So there's a power to just jumping in both feet and not, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There's power to it, but there's also a risk to it, and it's all up here. Everything's up here. So hopefully you guys take something from this. I'm not trying to scare people, just trying to make people realize that it's not all freaking rainbows and unicorns and freaking glitter dust coming out of everybody's ass. So think it through, guys. Think it through, because there's always something that comes up, and you know, you have to be able to adjust and make accommodations for those things. So appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'm trying to make more videos. Hopefully it's working out. There's always a combo. There's the ones that are tailored towards SEO and the customers, and then there's these towards the junk removal nation. So appreciate you guys watching and supporting me. Thank you very much. Have a great week, and be profitable. Know your numbers. You don't know your numbers, you can't freaking be profitable. So know your numbers. See you guys.